So yesterday I woke up and I had to think of my cousin Toni. Yes, I have a cousin Toni. He's 1 year older than me, and he has a brother that is who is 1 year younger than me. So we all grew up together like brothers. Spent a lot of time, next to school and hanging out. We did a lot of outdoor stuff, hand-on stuff with boy stuff, and we go to the pool and play tennis and table tennis, play soccer, obviously, all these kind of things, because there was not a lot of other things that you could do. I mean, sometimes we would watch a movie. There were movie theaters, obviously, but there was no streaming services. There was no DVDs. So we, at the time, they came out with these VHS video recorders and the VHS tapes. So if you if you knew what you were doing, you tried to record some movies on the tapes, and you tried to calculate how many minutes are left so I can actually read how many movies can I fit on this VHS tape. And sometimes that didn't work, so you had to change the tape, try to record the rest if you were lucky. Anyway, and talking about changing tapes or changing things. So we also didn't have really computer games other than when my cousin just got this brand new Commodore computer, Commodore 128. There was the 64s and the 128s came out, and we were like, "Whoa, this is great! How fast, man! All the things you can do. What are the things you can actually do with the computer? I don't know." But we played some games on it. But it was a time, man, where you actually, if we wanted to go to the next level, you had to take out the floppy disk, put in another one, and reload the computer, restart it, and then you can do the next level. And we were like, "Man, this is awesome!" And I don't know, maybe somebody still remembers that time. Anyway. So another thing that my cousin and I did, we loved to go to a certain place called Cindy's Diner. And there was, before there were any of these, no McDonald's, no Burger Kings, all these chains were not in Switzerland yet, and maybe that's a good thing, but we still have burgers, and we had great burgers. And we went to this certain joint called Cindy's Diner. And in order to get there, we had to use back roads. So here's a story how we got there and on what we got there. So my cousin had a bicycle. I had a moped or a motorcycle. Nothing really fancy. It was like it's the same brand that does the Vespa, motorcycles that we know, and it's called a Jow, and it would go 30, 40 kilometers an hour. And there's things you can do. I'm not suggesting anything that it makes them go faster. So mine was going 60 kilometers an hour, and that's all I'm going to say. So my cousin would hold on to me on my arm, and I would pull him, and we would go to back roads and through the woods and forest to try to find our way to that diner, because it was located at the busiest highway, at the biggest highway in Switzerland. The A1 goes from Zurich to Bern, and they built this construction like a rest area all across the highway where you can enter from both sides, and you can get gas. There's shops, there's food, all that kind of stuff. But obviously we couldn't get on the highway, whether with the bicycle nor the moped, so we had to use the back roads. And another reason why we used the back roads, because we didn't want to get pulled over by the cops, because A, it was illegal for him to hold on to me, and I pulled him, and B, I was going way too fast. Anyway, so we made it, man, to this Cindy Diners. And that was a time, normally Wednesday afternoon, because we didn't have school Wednesday afternoon. We still went to school Saturday morning. Yes, think about that. The weekend was Saturday afternoon and Sunday. That was it. And the rest of the time you go to school. It was a different time and a different system, obviously. So we needed to do something to break away from this, and we both loved burgers. So we went to Cindy's Diner. I hope they're still around. It was great. Great burgers, man. And that was a time before I even, came to America and knew that there were burgers here. I was exposed to burgers in Switzerland. I loved it, because I just became a citizen, and I shared my love of burgers, or what would be my favorite food, my all-American food to eat. I would be burgers. So anyway, and just the last thing we're going to say about this, we didn't just eat a burger when we went there, my cousin and I. You think about it like some teenagers. full of, you know, juice and full of, you know, like growing spurts that we had. We had like 2 Big Macs and a fish mac and fries and nuggets. Like we threw it all in, both of us, because you can eat, man. So anyway, that's all I have to say about my experience with burgers growing up at the Cindy Diners in Würdelos, the town I grew up in, with my cousin Toni, and it was a beautiful thing. Anyway, that's my perspective. I wanted to share with you, and hopefully I made you hungry, and go and get a burger. Bye-bye. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Join the conversation. See you next time. Bye-bye.